people who work on their outside so that nobody notices what is going on in the inside world. I'm talking about narcissistic profile pictures. Narcissism is the most shame-based of all personality disorders. It pushes people to perform exceptionally, perfectly, and act with grandiosity. So, what do narcissistic people settle on for their profile pictures? Let me show you some potential examples. And I'm only predicting these people based on my life experience. And I have met plenty narcissistic people. So I'm not a psychologist and I'm not diagnosing anyone. So this is just based on experience and intuition. Okay. The first example that we will be talking about is somebody who slid into my DMs.
Ooh, let's see.
He messaged you. What did he message you saying?
Oh, he was just asking me to like his posts.
Oh my goodness.
He reeks of desperation.
Yeah, just reading his message gave me narcissistic vibes. Like, we've done a whole episode on texting and communication style, so that research came in really useful. And if you want to learn more about how to read somebody through their text messages and communication style, we've done a whole episode on that. And I promise you this was not scripted at all.
Absolutely.
Okay, so narcissistic profile pictures. I have another example of a profile picture, and I've spoken to this woman. Apparently, she's a BAFTA-winning producer, according to her bio. I interacted with her. She approached me for a collaboration, but eventually it didn't end up happening, and I'm so glad. Anyways, she was apparently really busy, and that's the reason why. Here it is. This is what she looks like.
There's nothing natural on her. She's like a doll.
Yes, she's not somebody who I think that I would really connect with mentally. Perhaps physically.
Okay, so besides the makeup and the good looks and the branded sunglasses and the expensive accessories and all of that on display, I want you to concentrate on something else that is very common in both of these profile pictures. The way they took the photos, the techniques used, the angles of their photo, the lighting, the perfect cinematography that's put them in the spotlight, and it makes them look very significant, very competent, and just next to perfect. I mean, look at them.
Fucking insane.
And also, they're both looking down at the camera very dominantly, which signifies their big ego and how they want you to feel about them. It's very subtle, but it's quite powerful. So it's not always about the looks, it's about how they make you feel about them. And the woman, if you check her bio, it's got so many credentials. She threw in everything she has ever achieved.
Boss bitch life. Hashtag free Lizzo.
Yes, so they're thriving on their achievements, what they do. And Dave, you'll be further pleased to know that she's also paid for that blue tick.
Oh my god.
I have a feeling her side gig is a pyramid scheme.
I was thinking more that she flies to Dubai and does unspeakable things.
Well, I have a feeling they're very insecure people. I think they like to show everybody they're secure, but deep inside they're very insecure. Because why do you have the need to constantly compete with somebody when it's not a competition?
Well said.
Well, you've said it, insecure. Literally so self-absorbed because of that. And the worst thing is that they have a deep-rooted, false sense of perfectionism. So it's impossible for them to connect with people authentically. And I've been saying this to you, haven't I, Angelina? Don't be too hard on yourself, because there's no such thing as being perfect. Just be yourself.
Well, I can't help it. Angels are born to be perfect.
I know, but it's very complex. It gives you, complex issues. Because there's no such thing as being perfect. We all make mistakes, and that's okay. That makes us more authentic and real.
Well, the trouble is in the angel world, if you make a mistake, well, you can be banished from heaven. So,
Don't I fucking know it?
Yes, but I'm not talking about those drastic mistakes. I'm talking about small, minor, accidental mistakes, which can be forgivable. And it's just an experience for you to do better next time. I don't think it's the end of the world, and I do think God will understand. So don't be too hard on yourself.
You need to go read the Bible, Suman.
Why? Why? What does it say in Bible?
Well, there's a very, very, very famous angel who made a very big mistake.
Big mistake?
Yes.
There's a difference.
Oh, I see. You're saying most of them make small mistakes.
I'm not talking about crimes and people doing horrible things. I'm just saying about being human. We all make mistakes. Nobody's perfect. We've all made that promise to go to the gym on Monday, but yeah, you know.
Yes, okay, I understand. Small digressions.
Exactly. If you spot someone to have a profile picture that matches most of these descriptions that we have talked about narcissistic people, but you're still not quite sure, what else can you do to be certain? A narcissistic person will show you their true colors when you need them to be there for you emotionally. So anything that requires emotional labor, if they become cold, distanced, frustrated, might make subtle, mean comments, they may even gaslight you. So they'll manipulate you in thinking that your needs are too much and there's a problem with you. That will feel like a 360 personality U-turn because you were the perfect woman or a man just 2 minutes ago. Somehow you feel being pushed down to the ground for expressing your needs.
Yeah, this reminds me of my ex.
Really?
oh, don't you dare talk about Angela.
I didn't say that it was Angela.
Okay, so who was this ex then, if it wasn't Angela? Tell us about her, otherwise I'm not going to believe
Well,
you.
I mean, she just used to always have a go at me whenever I talked about how I was feeling. And she'd say, you just don't know. You make a big deal out of everything. You make everything so insane. Why can't I have a cheeky little blowjob while I'm driving?
What?
I'm sorry, I do apologize. Cut that.
Is
cut
that what your needs were?
My needs were not met, and that's what they were. And I expressed myself, and she said I was crazy.
Oh my God.
Right, I don't want to be a fucking, a bore and complaining, right? But, I never complain. But Angela's been changing her profile picture like every single day, and I swear that they're all new photographs. I'm starting to be worried not worried, of course, but what's she doing? Is she out and about? Why is she changing her profile picture all the time?
Oh.
Well, why are you so interested in that? I mean, I thought you didn't care about her.
Well, look, that's neither here nor there. This is merely for the use of this podcast.
Okay. People who change their profile pictures very often, perhaps every day. And I used to do that maybe when I was 13 or 14.
You put some horrible pictures up, Sue, man.
Well, I thought they looked good, and then the next minute Dave was like, no, you look too chubby in that one, and then I'll change it. I'll make it black and white and make it look a bit flattering, and then he'll be like, yeah, now it looks a bit bland.
You look an old lady. In those black and white ones, you look like you're an old lady. Like you just immigrated in the 1920s.
Well, what can I do? It's me, and you know what?
Show some flesh.
I don't want to do that. I don't want to attract the wrong kind.
Well, then make your profile picture a fucking tree and be done with it.
Why do you care so much about Suman's profile picture? She can put whatever picture she wants.
I'm trying to help her not be a lonely cat lady.
Okay, let's start. What does a woman need to be?
Angelina, let's not get distracted now by you being so emotional. We're trying to have a fair and honest debate here.
Okay, sign of insecurity. Most likely having an identity crisis. They don't have a strong sense of self. Their moods are constantly fluctuating. So they could be off balance, most likely experiencing some sort of mental health issues like depression, and them changing their appearance constantly or their profile pictures could be a way for them to solve the identity disturbance within. It's like how people use cleaning when they want to spiral out of some of the agitated and messy feelings within. These people can also have a very critical view of themselves. They may have a negative influence of something over their head. So a little voice in their head telling them that they're not good enough and they need to do better. For Angela, it could be that a particular somebody really close to her had a very negative influence.
I don't know who that could be.
I think you know very well who that could be.
Look, I do what I do.
Well, I think Angela went through a hell time with Dave. I mean, she loved him, she had strong feelings, and then he betrayed her, so of course she's gonna feel very insecure. And that's why I, as her friend, am gonna help her overcome this. And I'm sure she's gonna find somebody who's gonna love and respect her the way she deserves.
Oh, I think she's already found someone.
Well, look, on that note, I'm fucking off. I'm going. I don't want to hear any more about this bloody thing. If Angela's out there getting railed right now.
And she's happy. She's found somebody. It's still very early, but seems quite promising. And
Right, are you done? I need to go get drunk.
You've got Marjorie now in your life.
Piss off.
Why? You loved Marjorie.
I don't like Marjorie.
Marjorie sounds like a 90-year-old lady who knits sweaters for orphans.
She is.
She is.
She is, Angela.
Jesus Christ.
There's nothing wrong with an 90-year-old lady getting a nice horn.
How can you not be disgusted by her teeth in a glass next to you?
Because I don't see that when I see beauty. I look at inner beauty, you shallow excuse for an angel.
Yes, right. Please.
Okay, this brings us nicely on to the next type of profile pictures that we were going to be discussing. Couple pictures.
I fucking hate them.
Why?
Firstly, they're needy little assholes. Secondly, they can't stand to be alone. Thirdly, they're absolute wet wipes. Fourthly, it makes me sick to see a fella with a picture of his girlfriend on his phone, on his wallpaper.
I think somebody is jelly.
What do you think about couple pictures, Angelina?
I think if you love and cherish somebody, you want to commemorate that by taking a picture and posting it online. I don't think there's nothing wrong with that.
Well, I've got a feeling that Suman's about to tell us exactly why it's a weird thing to do.
Yes, Suman, tell us.
Well, you are both correct in your explanations.
Oh, excellent.
It could be a sign of control and neediness, or someone who feels validated through a relationship to the point that it becomes a huge part of their identity. And sometimes when you ask people, who are you, they will describe themselves through relationship, like, oh, I'm the daughter of, or I'm the son of, or I'm the mother of two. Some people have a deep sense of attachment with somebody in their life. Their partner or their children or their friends become part of their profile picture, as if they are representing them. On the flip side, yes, you could argue that their partner might be controlling or they're just doing this to show people. But you could say that about anything. Our needs control who we are, so our need to be loved and have a sense of belonging in society can control us, make us do things. So I think you're both correct in that respect, that yes, it could be a sign of control, or it could just be that this person identifies with this relationship to the point that it's become part of their identity.
I would say don't trust the couple pictures.
Why do you think that, Dave?
Well, because so many of them are just faked, aren't they? I know so many couples who fight each other and then they post pictures going, having a little walk in South London, eating ice cream because we're so in love. And I'm like, you just called her a bitch 5 minutes ago on the phone to me. You know what I'm saying?
In that regard, I actually do agree with you, Dave. There are many two-faced people.
Exactly.
And I don't understand that. If you're nasty and rude to somebody, why do you act nice on social media?
Well, in that case, it's just to show off to other people, isn't it? It's not really real.
Our life's better than yours. Your life's shit. My life's so good. Well, fuck you. Showing your love about. Well, I'm here loveless and my wife is...
Oh.
Oh, Dave, do you need a hug?
I'm fine, thank you. I will gather myself. I just need a quick drink.
I hope it's not something alcoholic.
No.
Are you sure?
It's alcohol, of course. It's alcohol. I need it.
Oh, why don't you drink a glass of lemonade or orange juice, glass of water, something much healthier?
Just carry on without me for a minute while I look at pictures of my ex-wife.
Oh dear.
What did you guys do when you broke up? I mean, Angelina's not dating anybody as far as I know.
What do you know about my dating life?
Oh, so you have dated people in the past.
I only dated angels like me.
Sorry, when I said people, I meant like, angels, demons.
Oh, okay, I understand.
What
Well,
do you guys do
yes.
when you break up? Like, I mean, personally, I just eat ice cream and cry on the sofa watching children's TV, but I mean, it's not for everybody.
We celebrate.
What?
Yeah, we celebrate our courage to leave a toxic relationship that did nothing for us.
Oh, I see.
And finally, we can get to wake up one day knowing that we don't have to parent a grown up, and we celebrate our freedom, the fact that we've survived the lying and the manipulation, the gaslighting, which shattered us into pieces. But because of the goodness in our heart, we pulled ourselves together and found the strength to become a better person. And we will never, ever let anybody else treat us the same way.
You go, girl. I'm clicking my fingers for you right now. Hashtag free Lizo.
So yeah, we celebrate what we've achieved and our courage and womanhood.
And is that when you start posting profile pictures?
I don't actually. I've never posted anything after, whether it's romantic breakups or just friendship breakups, because I don't need to prove a point about anything. But I will take the time to reflect on where I could have done things better, and I will take accountability. But I would like to just have my own space to deal with my emotions rather than the toxic way of blaming and shaming, that kind of thing. I think it really never helps you heal. It makes you more resentful.
That was absolutely quite nice, Suman.
Yes, I think this was a very, very mature way of thinking, because as far as I've seen, and I've seen a lot of things ever since I moved to Earth, there's a lot of people who become very hateful and resentful and vengeful when they break up with somebody. Basically, they want to destroy this person's life. But I think depending the way they broke up, because sometimes people can become very nasty. But I think if you break up with somebody, you break up with them for a good reason. And it's best to just let it go, let time heal the wounds, and just move on with your life.
Right, this is all well and good, but this is not your audition for Loose Women, okay? Can we get back to talking about faces?
Well, let me ask you something, Dave, since we're still on this topic.
Go on. Wait, if you ask me this, can I ask you something? That's only fair.
Well, sure, after I ask you.
You promise you'll answer?
Yes, I promise. I swear with my angel's honor.
Okay, you ask me first.
Okay. When you broke up, cheated on Angela, did you miss her when she left?
I never actually cheated on her. I messaged a couple girls, but that was it.
Well, that is cheating.
No, but listen, she was doing all sorts as well. Let's not get into that. I wasn't actually cheating. It was just to make her a bit jealous so she'd care more.
Backfired.
What was your question? Sorry, I completely misheard it.
Did you miss Angela once she was gone?
I don't miss Angela. I might miss some of the things that she does, like cooking dinner and, being there. And she has nice smelling hair. I think we can all admit that. She has obviously lovely hands. So, I mean, I don't miss her. I miss sitting on the sofa with her and watching TV, but that's not to do with her. That's just more the presence of somebody.
That does sound an awful lot like you miss her.
Well, I've answered your question now. I don't miss her, okay? I don't miss her at all.
Okay, you don't miss her. So what's your question to me?
You're an angel, yes?
Yes, not only am I an angel, I am the highest ranked angel you can get.
So you're not meant to, kill things or tell lies, are you?
Well, yes.
Have you ever told a lie?
No.
To God.
To God? Oh, God forbid. I would be punished. I would be banished for heaven.
Never?
Never. Cross my heart and hope to die.
Well, we'll see if you can say it at the end of the series, because I bet by then you'll be a completely changed lady. Well, you won't be a lady at all.
We shall see. Was that all?
That's all. It wasn't a bad question.
I thought you were gonna ask something perverted.
I know. I thought he was going to ask you something so inappropriate.
Yeah, I thought he was gonna ask me, do I love it doggy style or something?
Oh my good. Well, I mean, you put it out there, do you?
Oh, me and my big mouth.
How big is your mouth? Is it big enough?
Dave!
Sorry, Sue, man. I do apologize. And somebody pass me a pillow, please, to hide my.
Dear God.
We might need this episode rated.
Yes, 18 plus.
Yes, of course, absolutely.
Mm.
Dave, a lot of listeners have reached out on our Instagram page and they're asking about your community service. So how's the volunteer work going?
It's actually really good, to be honest. I'm loving it.
So can you tell us what you have learned?
I've been working in this sort of charity sector, helping people, get into housing, get clean clothes and all that sort of stuff. So I'm basically in charge of all the money that's coming in. And it's been excellent, very eye-opening.
Did you mention money?
Yes, merely the money coming into the charity, I take and bring to my bosses, and they separate it into different places where it's going to. So I'm more of a middleman, just carrying cash around.
Angelina, can you please make sure that he's not in charge of any money and contact the organisers and tell them that...
I don't think you have power to contact the organisers. I think that I'm already there, and once I'm there, I believe it's not in your jurisdiction.
No. You were there solely to do the groundwork.
And I have been doing plenty of groundwork.
But the purpose of charity work is to help others who are less fortunate.
Yeah.
And I have been giving my charity to these people, to these lost souls that need molding and building in the image of myself.
Oh my God, what are you
Dave.
doing?
No, because you know that I'm a good person now, so I'm building them in a very nice way.
No,
I hope you're not doing something awful to those poor people.
I'm doing nothing of the kind. I'm just helping them realize who they want to be.
And what are you fairly accounting for the money that you are responsible?
Of course I'm fairly accounting for the money.
Okay, good.
I don't need money.
Are you buying food and clothes for the less fortunate?
Well, actually, no, we've been buying them something a little bit more exciting.
Oh, okay. What, like some presents?
We're doing a raffle, and the winner gets a ticket to Fiji.
A what?
To what?
A ticket to Fiji.
Ticket to Fiji? Why
A
would you go?
ticket is something you use on a plane, Suman, and Fiji is an island near Samoa and New Zealand and all that.
No need to be cynical. What does Fiji have to do? Wait, what? I don't understand.
I don't understand either.
Well, because these poor people are living such terrible lives, I thought rather than giving them a can of soup or a warm bed for the night, let me give them something that will genuinely nourish and enrich their life for months to come.
But wait a minute. Fiji is a very expensive destination.
All inclusive.
It's not Devil Island, is it?
Well, I don't think they'd be very happy you calling them a Devil Island, Suman. I think the mayor of Fiji would have something very strong to say about that. If the mayor of Fiji is listening, will he please get in touch with Suman and request a direct apology from her?
Look, I didn't know.
Obviously, look, I mean, it's trying to give these people... Well, I don't understand why am I being vilified? I'm trying to give these people something nice, something they would never normally have. Have you been to Fiji? No.
I'm first time I've ever heard of Fiji. I'm just a bit dubious.
Well, I'm not surprised there.
But usually the money that it should be used for purchasing food, clothes, toiletries.
Boring.
Yes, but that's what people need. They don't need a trip to an expensive destination. What will they do there? Will they have...
It's a Polynesian island. It's an absolute cocopia of beauty.
It is beautiful, but do they have food there? Do they have clothing
I told
there?
you it's all inclusive.
Are you sure? I need to
Look,
see
right.
it.
You
Give
walk
me
up,
proof.
No, listen to me. You walk up to an average tramp on the street and you say, do you want a fucking meal deal or do you want a holiday to Fiji? Which do you think is going to say? Fucking Fiji.
Yes, but because people pump it up so much, they show these videos of traveling and all, but at the same time, it's very expensive. And people do leave rubbish there and they exploit the natives there as well. So you have to be very careful.
Maybe that's what he wants.
I can't believe I'm sending a fucking homeless person to Fiji and I'm getting shit for it.
Because that was not the original idea. You were supposed to do charity work, not,
Well,
oh my God, is this a scam?
it's not a scam at
Are
all.
you scamming people?
I simply can't do anything right. I mean, I'm genuinely trying to help somebody. I've made this a much more enjoyable experience from cans of tuna to a genuine holiday that will change their life.
Okay,
And
we'll see when they get back.
yes, we
Okay,
will
we'll
see.
speak with them, we'll ask them about their experience. And Dave, if we find out anything malicious.
Well, I'm actually going to pull the raffle at the end of this call, and you'll see who wins, and you'll see how joyful they are.
Okay, that's fine. As long as they're not getting into bad habits.
Well, I hope you're telling the truth.
I purely am. My intentions are as pure as the driven snow.
Oh, God, I'm so nervous right now.
Yeah, I have a feeling we've been hoodwinked.
Next time I'll send them to fucking Wales.
Okay, I can see a lot of angry Welsh people coming at your door.
To all the listeners out there, I'm really sorry. We're gonna have to cut this episode short because we need to go and check on these people. But we will speak with you in the next episode where we will be analyzing more profile pictures and understanding who they are when we're not looking.